Well, hi you guys. Welcome back to the Kneady Homesteader channel and a fun video today. We are going to be browsing through my journaling Bible, which is what I use for my Bible studies because journaling Bibles tend to have bigger sections of room to write in, and this is my favorite. Now, I had this one custom done for me, painted for me, by a lady on Etsy. I will leave her link down below. I don't know if she's still taking orders because I know her husband is a pastor and they recently took over a church, and so I know she's busy painting inside the church, so I don't know if she's still doing orders or customs or not, but I will leave a link down below in the description box anyway, and you can always just hit her up and ask her or see what she has available over there. But I had this made for my 50th birthday from my late husband Matt because I knew if I did not buy myself something from him for my 50th birthday, when I get to heaven, that would probably be the one thing he would yell at me for. So I prayed on it a lot, and I decided to have a Bible made for me. And I absolutely love this. This is the Bible that I use for all the Barn 45 Bible studies. I use it at church for Bible study on Sunday mornings, along with Bible studies on Wednesday evenings. I want to join in the Wednesday Bible studies, the Women Bible Study over on Patreon for Bear Independent. It's a woman's Bible study. I just haven't been able to join yet because I go to my church on Wednesday night, so it's like a conflict of time. But I'd love to join in on that. And then of course my own personal Bible studies. I'm starting this new book. It's called In Weeping and Rejoicing, Emotions in Theology and Life. And this is a Bible study that I'm going to be doing with my girlfriend Naomi, who is also a widow. And oddly enough, she is now dating the EMT who saved my life in the accident. So crazy how God works. But we are going to do that Bible study together. So I dabble in a lot of Bible studies. There are quite a few pastors online that I like to follow, and if I can get in a nighttime Bible study with them, I will. I sit in my Bible every single day, and I do some kind of reading, some kind of study every single day. And it does wonders for my spirit. I do it first thing in the morning, usually with my coffee. It's just a great way for me to start my day. If I can't swing it in the morning, or if I happen to sleep a little late, I will get it in the evening before I go to bed. But I love to do it in the morning because it charges my spirit and it puts my heart space right. So I'm a lot less crabby, a lot less short. I give a lot more grace, and I'm just overall a kinder and more loving human being for it. So anyway, you guys wanted to see my Bible because I know we are gearing up for Barn 45 Season 5 in the Bible studies in the morning. Men are welcome, but it's mostly women. And I know many of you had questions about my Bible and what I use, and you asked for a new video showing it. So ignore my kitty. She keeps trying to go outside, but it's raining. So anyway, I've got my Bible is a lot. Okay, so if you order this off of Amazon, of course, you're just going to get the Bible. You're not going to get all the painting and all of that. But you can paint it yourself. My girlfriend Wendy bought one, and she's painting it herself. So you can paint it yourself. The Bible tabs are leather tabs. I will leave a link to all of my Bible study things that I've bought off of Amazon. These are off of Amazon. They're much better than the paper, even the laminated ones. If you use your Bible every day like I do, they don't last. The leather ones are the only ones that are durable enough, and now I just use the leather ones in all my Bibles, and I have quite a few. So in this one, I did have a memory page made for me, and of course, you know, the picture, this is the last picture of Matt and the kids. It was in his phone. So I did get this made for me, but again, you could make this yourself. This was our last outing together as a family before Matt passed. We went roller skating as a family for the first time. It was a lot of fun. There's Danny and I, and Danny and I, me and the kids, and of course lots of chickens and and all of that. So so this is the Bible. I do keep extra page markers in here for my studying when I need it. It does have a lot of blank pages so that you will have plenty of room to write and take any kind of notes when you're in different studies. I do have a lot of sticky notes in here that I kind of just throw in. Of course, Grindstone Ministries. So yeah, so like this is all blank and this is all just added on. And then and my cosmopolitan cornbread. And then this is how I write for Bible studies. Now I will show you, I do sometimes use a color coding method. I also got that on Etsy. There's lots of different ones you can choose from. So if you want to color code and you want certain things to be a certain color so they stand out for you, you can do that. These are the markers. This is for you, Heather. Heather, my girlfriend Heather, she is a pen and highlighter marker girl, and so this is my collection, and this is what I use for Bible studies, all colors, all different pens. And I like to take it to women's Bible study when we do women's Bible study at my church once a month. It's usually the first Friday of every month. We've taken the summer off, but I like to take my markers and my pens there because then I can share with everybody, and it's a lot of fun. It's, you know, I have certain Bibles that I don't write in, but then I have Bibles like this that are made to write in. Look, I know there's a controversy in writing in your Bible, highlighting in your Bible. The Lord is happy that you're in His Word. And I think that the Lord is very happy with all that I am learning and writing and just living in this living Word. And I don't think He minds at all. So if He does, He can tell me when I'm at the pearly gates. So so this is how I work, and as you see, you get a lot of space here. There's a lot of room to write. Okay, so that's what I need, because as you see, I like when I'm in a study, I like to really study it. I like to pull it apart. I like to pull reference books. I like to pull different Bibles. I use a Jewish Bible. I use the scriptures. I use the KJV. This is a Christian Standard Version. I think they have one other version. I think it's an NIV. In this big spiral bound journaling Bible, I'm hoping that they get eventually other versions, but you know, I am very happy with the Christian one. It's very close. my pastor uses the New King James Version, and it's very close. I can always go along with anybody who's teaching. So anyway, this is what the Bible looks like. You can always tell when I've done a Bible study in certain books and certain chapters. And I love it too, because even when I do a study, it leaves me room to do another study. You know, sometimes studies overlap one another. And so if you're learning under one pastor and then you're learning under a different pastor, or say you're sitting with Joy from Barn 45 doing the women's Bible study, or if I'm with Wendy when she runs our women's Bible study at church, it gives me room to add on. So that's why I really love this Bible. It gives so much space. So then at the end of this Bible, and I use a lot of bookmarks. One of you made me and the kids these beautiful bookmarks. I have a gray one too. I think the gray one is mine, but you know what? I stole the kids. And then this way, when they go to church and they're in their Bible class, my cat is going after my pom-poms. I have their bookmarks on me and they don't forget them. So I always keep them in my Bible. So then at the end, and as you see, Revelation, I've been sitting heavy in Revelation as of late. So, and then I do add little sticky things. if I'm writing notes, I'll add them in here. But at the end, you get several pages. So this is the last of Revelation. And then they give you several blank pages that you can then fill if you want. And then I have the back of my Bible, which again, I had made for me. And then the back of my Bible has another one of my favorite scriptures. This is Jeremiah 29:11. The tassels, if you're interested in doing this yourself, you can. I added all of this myself. I just bought the tassels off of Amazon and used a hot glue gun, and it's just kind of layered on top of each other. It's super easy. Again, like I said, my Bible is extra. It is definitely, you know, has a lot of personality, but it's definitely me, and I love it. And I have bonded with my Bible. So if you have any questions, let me know. I will leave a link for this Bible along with the NIV version down below. I do know that they make one that's just the Gospels. And I'm trying to think what are the other versions that they have. But I know the two, they might have three versions. And I use the Christian Standard, the dark green one. Of course, it was painted black, but if you can see in here, you can see the green kind of peeking out. So, okay, so that is my Bible. And then I was going to show you guys really quickly, for those mamas out there that homeschool, or grandmas that homeschool, this is a homeschool planner I have been using, I want to say, the past 5 years. I think it's been 5-6 years now. The first couple of years I homeschooled, I just kind of, as I was using planners, I knew I needed more and more. I think I was using my Filofax for a while, but nothing was keeping me organized. So I gave this planner a try, and I have stuck with it ever since. It has everything in here that I need for both my homeschool as well as my life. I can write everything down here. It even has grocery shopping lists. So it has everything in here. Now this particular one is for homeschooling 1 to 4 children. They do have a large family one that I believe goes up to 6 children, I think. But of course, I'm only homeschooling Mason and Mina. I did homeschool Eric his senior year, so that was. So I did have 3 students in this at one time, but now it's just Mason and Mina. So I wanted to show this to you too before I start filling it out. So it gives you an area to put, you know, who this belongs to. It gives you also a lot of help on how to use this planner in case you've never used one before. It does go off of the Achieve, which is Aspire, Create Goal, Highlight Benchmarks, Incorporate Spot, Evaluate Progress, Visualize Success, and Earn a Reward. Now this year I had this planner custom made for me. They just started doing that. Last year I just got a regular, the regular one, but this year you can have them custom made. So I did that, and I went with like the lighter inside instead of the darker. Important dates. This will give you a full year in review right here. You can put a keepsake picture of the kids. You can fill in all of your school memories for the kids. It's nice. This walks you through what Achieve is and Aspire. It goes through setting benchmarks, creating a class plan, and then it gives you an example of what a class plan would look like, how to fill it out, how to set your goals for your individual child for that year. This is more on Spot, which is schedule, planning, organizing, and tackling. And then again, another example of what a school schedule would look like. So if you've never done this before, this book will guide you all the way through. This talks about how you evaluate, visualize success, and earn rewards. And again, another sample page of an evaluation. And then these are your goals for your kids. It's one page for each child. So that's what I'm using mine for. And then our class plan. And you can have a class plan for each child. This one goes up to 4 children. I only use 2 though. Then a place where you can set the schedule for each one of your children. Some notes. And then we go into the month of August. I had mine start in August, just so that, you know, it took a little bit longer to get it. Just got this today. So I can't really use the month of August, but I figured if it came in August, I could at least write some of the planning things that I was doing for homeschool. So this will start you right here in August. I know many people start homeschool in August. I'm old school. We don't start our homeschool year until the day after Labor Day. That's how I've always done it, and that's how I do it for my kids now. So here's a section for around the house. It gives you some a daily cleaning schedule, a place for projects for the month that you need to get done, home and family, and then over here the shopping list. And when we get into meal planning, which is going to be starting on Monday, you can actually use these if you get this planner. Again, a page for notes, a page for reading, and then read alouds, and then the library book. So this helps me so much because when I go to the library, sometimes I forget what books we check out. So this gives me a place to write it all down. And this homeschool planner is good for 1 whole year. So you can even use it during the summer months if you want to. Ignore my kitty if you can hear him. He just wants to go outside. Fun learning. So this is your field trip. So anything, if you're learning something specific that you want to take your kids and make a field trip out of, this is the page that you can do that, and you can kind of line it up with the curriculum that you're learning. Why use a homeschool planner? So there's a little kind of walkthrough on that. And then we roll right into the pages that I use every day in homeschool. This has 4 lines, 1 for each child if you're teaching 4 kids. Let me try to zoom you in so you can see this a little bit better. Okay, I use 2 lines per kid. So for math, the top line will always, the top 2 lines are always Mason, and the bottom 2 lines are always for Mina. And then I can write down what we did on Monday, Tuesday. On the top here, I'll write like our main goals, things that we have to get done in order to move on. So I'll write little notes up here for myself. And then we have math, history, science, language arts, and then you can also add at least 2 more. If not, if you wanted to split it up, you can add more. You know, if you're doing something like typing, which is something that we're going to be doing this year, cursive writing, anything extra. We learn about the state of Michigan, so that's a little added class that we do. So you have space down here as a homeschooling mama or grandma to add your own. So on this side, you'll have a to-do for this week. There's a menu plan for meal planning. So if you don't want to buy a separate meal planner, which I'll leave a link to that video up above, to the meal planner that I'll be using, you can write it down here, or you can use both, which is what I do. I just write it down here just for a quick reminder. Anything that you need to organize, I like to use this space for anything in the schoolroom that I need to do or that I need to prep for if we're doing something the following week and I know that I've got to like cut paper or make little booklets. I'll write myself a note there. And then weekend activities, they do give you space for Saturday and Sunday, so you can use that. So you get 4 pages of this, you know, a whole month's worth. And then you roll into the next month. And it just continues. So halfway through this book, when you get to November, there is a special section that will come after this daily, like, kind of like teaching section. And this is, let me get it for you. Starts right here. This is for the holidays. So greeting cards, decorating checklist, a decorating shopping list, events and parties, holiday plans, gift. Here's gift child. You can write a child's name. This is a gift checklist. Family and friends, stocking stuffers, if you celebrate Christmas. And then Christmas shopping, different stores, a to-do list. So it's a great, just a little added extra to keep you organized through the crazy, busy holiday season. Online shopping, websites, Etsy shops, different to-do lists over here. So if that is something that would be helpful for you, you can do that. Use that section. My house, see, this is why it's so hard to, sorry, this is brand new, so everything's crisp. My house is like imploding, and I'm, in my mind, I'm like, I'm trying to race before the dog keeps barking, the cats keep meowing. Okay, so then halfway through this book, as well as at the end, you will have reviews. So this is a review section for your children, curriculum ideas for the next year, and there's a section for each kiddo, and there's also a section halfway through this book that you can use. The summer bucket list, so things that you guys want to do as a family during the summer. I always let the kids kind of write down their ideas for that. Vacation plans, there's a little section for that. And of course, notes. And what they started doing now, they used to add this in the back of the book. But now they're adding it separate. So, which is nice because I can actually keep it in a separate area. And I won't have it, you know, I don't have to, like, you know, rip it out at the back of the book. These are report cards. So these are more traditional now, where you fold them in half. And these, we use these for Pizza Hut, because Pizza Hut has the same thing, like the Book It Club that we belong to. Different bowling alleys. will ask kids to bring in their report card and they get like a free game of bowling. So anything like that where, you know, it's hard when you're a homeschool kid because you don't have all of those perks, but with a planner like this, you have that option so your kids can be just like all their friends. And I know Mina's cheer, her dance studio that she does cheer and gymnastics at, they also, you know, reward on good report cards, you know, being able to participate in competitive cheer based on your report cards. So now Mina has an option to bring that in, and of course Mason as well. So, so that's a little added extra bonus for your homeschooled kiddo. So that is it. I will leave. If you have any questions on this, I'll try to help you best as I can. Leave them down below and I will try to answer them for you. But I hope this was helpful for anybody who is homeschooling and just needs a really good planner. And I've tried a lot of them. This one, it's not overwhelming for me, especially after now our accident where my brain can kind of get overwhelmed. It's very cut and dry. It's very simple for me. It's not too thick, but it has everything in here that I need. Everything that I used to write down in my file of facts, I have here. So, all right, you guys, that is it. I hope this was helpful to you. And like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Leave them down below. I'm going to go to my room now and go do Bible study. All right, God bless, and I'll see you soon.